This dog out here is Princess. I gave her that name. The folks who really are her people are in that house over there. Marisol and Raul, and a couple other guys who live there, and they've got 2 kids. And they've got 7 dogs. They've got 4 there now and about 5 puppies. And the 3 who hang out with me over here, Princess, Spot, and Negro, we'll go back to them in a couple months when I move on to Tulum. In the course of maybe almost 4 months that I've been here in the Pueblo, I've gotten to know a lot of people. On this street, I know a lot of the people, where they belong now, which dogs are at their house. But none of these dogs are mine. I love having a dog that's devoted to me. Magic, the one I still haven't grieved enough. And right before I lost Magic, I lost Bear, who loved me, but didn't want a big-time intimate relationship with me. He had been a street dog forever. And when I left, this was going way back to the beginning of my time in Mexico, when I left the mechanical compound where I had been for 13 days and where he had fallen for me and I had fallen for him, he chased down the road. He chased my, even though they said, no, you don't have to worry about any, the dog's following you. The traffic moves at 60, 70 miles an hour out here. No, he did. He followed me. I said, good work, guy. You're on the team. And he was on the team. But he didn't want to be my dog. He didn't want, when he realized that the deal with riding me with me in the van was that he had to get in the van when I asked him to. He didn't like that much at all. I run my own show, man. So he was non-monogamous. And I'm making all these videos where I praise non-monogamy, and I mean it. I mean it. I think it is the way for me and a better way for lots of people. But mixed in that, I want someone to be really into me. Probably more than one. Just yesterday I said, it won't really work to have a primary partner and then other partners. That's going to throw the whole thing out of whack. It has to be that you're open to whatever's going to happen with each person. And you may even have a commitment to each other that you're planning to be long-term, but it's always we'll see. So I was raised on romance, you know. I've often said that racism was in the air I breathed growing up, and that I'll never be completely over it. That's true. Romance is the same. All the songs, all the models. I was there for the flower children, but only partly. I never really experienced free love because I was married when the flower child revolution came along. When I got unmarried, I had a series of wonderful, wonderful relationships. What made them work was that in every case, we knew it wasn't going to be long-term. We knew there was something in the mix that made it. Neither of us back then was ever thinking about non-monogamy. It was monogamous, but not forever, and we knew that. Or not even long-term. We knew not long-term. I still dream of that. I fell in love a couple nights ago with a woman in a club. And when I made a video about that the next day, I probably said 8 times, it doesn't matter what really happens. Being in that state of love is the main thing. And I can repeat it and get better at it and have it happen with more people. But still, my fantasy is that she's already devouring my videos and that she's going to say, I want to get to know you infinitely. I want to get to know everything about you, even if we're not monogamous, even if I stay with my husband. I want to know everything about you. It's not going to happen in Tulum, in Akumal here. No, they're all Spanish. They have an intimacy that is long past for me. Family, I have a brother in Iowa. Real good chance we'll never see each other again. We have wonderful phone calls. I have great relationships with the lizards. I'm giving them names already. There's a little lizard down here. I'm noticing that some are bigger than the others, and I more and more pick up their movements. I spot them right away, and I know the way they move, the way they bob their heads. I'm ready to commit with any woman that I get close to, that I'll go crash through the gates of hell for her, to go to wherever the bodies are buried, to be there for her, to heal whatever she needs to heal, no matter how scary it is to her and even maybe to me. I've gotten fearless in so many ways. But I think my big fear is that it won't happen. I have this notion that in Tulum, there's all kinds of really, really interesting people doing really, really interesting stuff. But will there be anybody there who says, I really, really, really want to focus on you. I want to know everything about you. Fang is here now. He's the peripheral. So Spot has come back. Spot and I have a terrific thing, but not as terrific as she has with her mother, Princess. They play and play and play. I want a playmate. I want somebody that's really, we know how to play with each other. And Fang and I have a great relationship, but my camera doesn't know how to adapt to going back and forth. Maybe that's a metaphor. My psychic camera, my psyche, my human psychological self does not know how to go back and forth. It's new territory for me. I know the infinite relationships I have are with my muse, which keeps giving me more good stuff, more good videos than I have the time to do anything with, and they get better and better. And the silence, I'm getting better always at entering into the silence. That's the infinite part. That's where I'm absolutely in touch with everything. Nothing better. Nothing better. But I'll say again what I've said for a couple years. How can you be completely in touch with all that is and know, absolutely know that you're part of it and still be lonely? What a dialectic that is, huh? I'm not going to get over being human. Fuck. Don't like it much.